Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential.
Are they really? Through our steps taken in Inazuma, we are groomed to share this viewpoint before even coming face to face with Baal. We hear of the decrees. We hear the story of the death of Kazuha's friend. We see Rito and the way its officials prey on the decrees to cripple the Outlanders. We are shown the extreme cases of victims of the Vision Hunt decree by Toma and Ayaka. We hear Yae Miko's explanation of the importance of visions, all before we finally see firsthand the God of Eternity try to render something so valuable from one of her own people, before we interfere. In that moment, we raised a sword against Eternity, and she drew her blade at us as an enemy of Eternity. Through all of that, we are more inclined to share an opinion with Ayaka and the people of the Resistance. But we are only seeing one side of this conflict. The side opposing the Shogun and her decisions. The side that believes the Shogun and the people that serve her are not interested in the beliefs of the people. But we've already seen a contradiction to this view. In Kazuha's voice line about Kujo Sara, he makes the point that she works as an oppressor's lackey. And yet we see and hear her conduct firsthand. She was vehemently against torture. She let us take the prisoner after the unjust conduct he received. She only comes across as honourable. Within the Komore tea house, there is someone who is glad to be rid of their vision. Yet neither Ayaka or Toma introduce us to him. Yet they must have known about him. He is within the space of the Yashiro Commission. So I set out into Inazuma to find the truth myself. Since ancient times, wars have been divided into just and unjust wars. Unjust wars are born from the swelling of desire and the chaos of mortal hearts. These are the words of the Narukami Ogosho found in Kyozu's final words. While he was a samurai who served the shogunate, which could make him biased, this was him recounting Baal's words. And following this opinion, the current conflict in Inazuma is an unjust war, and Baal is right. Some people want to keep their visions. Some people simply wish to side with the Sangonomiya. Some simply disapprove of the shogunate, which are either desire or chaos within the mortal hearts in this conflict. And it is them building a resistance that has caused the fighting. The only human we know for sure that was executed by Baal is Kazuha's friend, and he challenged her. The condition was that the victor would receive another chance. Losing would gain you a punishment. And Baal did not even need to accept the challenge. The fact she did is honourable. She could have been oppressive and refused and just forced him to be punished anyway. And Baal honoured the conditions as well. Kazuha's friend got a fairer fight. He faced Kujo Sara, not Baal. If he had have won, Sara would have faced punishment, but he didn't. Kazuha's voice line even shows he believes that Baal was justified in executing his friend. So does Baal not think or feel for her people? The treasure of the Lord of Thunder is her majesty, and that majesty is embodied in her valour and wrath. Her wrath comes from the love that persists in her heart, and her valour supports that anger. Thus, whomsoever should block the path towards eternity, or lay a finger on Inazuma's people, shall become her foe. So what is the love of the God of Eternity? It is for all life in Inazuma, both past and present, that she will never forget. All demons who wander in the wilderness or live amongst the mortals will be attracted by the sight of the almighty Narukami Ogosho, represented by the Electro Mitsudomoe. Though their lives may be longer than any creature, they will at last come to their end. If those limited lifespans hanker after eternity, then they can only pray that eternity remembers them. And she did indeed answer their prayers, remembering them all, friend and foe alike, in her heart. No matter whether it was demon owls who resided amidst the fog and ripped through the skies, the Bakadanuki who dared to trespass her imperial gardens, or that female Oni, lovely as the moon and mighty in battle, yet who would eventually come to blows with her, whether it was the Tengu who soared on dark wings, or the Kitsune Saigu who once walked by her side, but who eventually disappeared forever. These countless tales have come to rest within her heart, and someday they will surely shine again in the eternal paradise of her dreams. This god still remembers and wants to protect her lands. So why was she so hostile to us? Because visions are the chaos in mortal hearts, and we impeded on her taking away the source of unjust war. She is not against war in its entirety. She just wants to cease the possibility of unjust wars, to create a peace that will last for eternity, for all those who are gone, and for those who still reside in Inazuma. But what led to her decision a year ago, for this very sudden change in approach for her in her pursuit of eternity? We'll probably find out. I imagine there would have had to be a straw that finally broke the camel's back. Otherwise, the change through the decrees would have been integrated more gradually. And we know it was not Morax's death. Her decision predates the demise of Morax. Instead, as Zhongli stated, the news will likely make her quicken her pace. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'd appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. I'm heavily anticipating what the story will bring us in 2.1, and I cannot wait for Baal and a banner. But until next time, have a good one everyone.